Welcome back to Critical Pursuit, the most dangerous game show, the 4th edition, the UnFinal chapter. I am joined today by 4 contestants looking to make a splash on the scene, unobstructed by Christian Hannah horror tonight. So at this point, there will not be a previous winner getting in the way. My first contestant is a familiar face. Hello, Miss Jamie. How are you?
I'm a previous winner, though.
You are a previous winner, but Christian has won like a million times, even though we've only done it 4 times.
Yeah, he's just a walking encyclopedia.
Yeah, that explains the hardbound back. He's basically a turtle who walks around among us.
I agree.
I am also joined by Mr. Bombastic himself, Mr. Jonathan. Jonathan, unmute yourself.
That was smooth, right?
Yeah. Don't touch the mute button. I'll do that for you.
Gotcha.
How are you, sir?
Doing well. How are y'all doing tonight?
Good. How's it sitting on this side of the desk again?
A little more excited about this. I'm not quite as nervous because it doesn't hinge on whether or not I do a good job. So,
well, we all think you did a great job, even if you do not believe so.
well, thank you all very much.
Awesome. I am also joined by perennial fan favorite, Mr. Stone Gassman. Please unmute yourself, Stone. There we are.
I am good.
You're good? We have a really steep uphill look at the Stone Gassman tonight. What is
What's
that
up?
over your shoulder? Is that a stuffed bird up there? Or is that a plant? I can't quite make it out.
Oh, it's just a plant. That's all.
Is it alive?
I have no idea.
All right. Fair enough, and that sets the mood for the evening. I'm also joined by a new face to the stream, but not to the world of horror commentary and the horror sphere, Dan of Flesh Wound Radio. How are you, sir?
I am doing fantastic. It's a pleasure to be on with you guys.
It is amazing to have you here with us. And as you can tell from his backdrop, he fits neatly into my philosophy of life revolving around horror movies, rock and roll, and way too much time on our hands.
Indeed.
I want to thank everyone who's already showed up for the show and is participating in the chat. Jess is already complimenting this horrible jacket I'm wearing. I appreciate that. Orc's out there. Jess Graham, Jacob is out there. Rock Music Forever 90 is out there rolling around. Lance Lust is out there, who recognized every image from the thumbnail, which is a little bit scary. Joe Bob Tarhill is out there. June is out there. Jamie's both out there and in there. That's a little bit quantum physics for us.
I'm trying to keep the fans happy. Just going in and saying hi,
And of course, we have DJ Donnelly out there, and we have Mr. Al Suspiria from Russia via Philadelphia, Zodiac Killer, the man with the saw. If you're out there, because I know you are, because I'm seeing a number in the corner of my screen that's larger than the number of people talking, do us all a favor and say hello. They don't bite. Well, no one besides Al bites. And as long as you stay 6.5 feet away from him, he can't hurt you. Critical Pursuit is the game show. The rules are very simple. You start with 2,000 points or dollars, depending how you want to look at it. You bid on every question, sight unseen, giving yourself a chance to earn more the more you bid. But you could also lose that same amount. Should you go bankrupt, your only hope is to make a deal with one of your other contestants, but they get to set the terms for repayment. There are 4 rounds. The first 3 are made up of 10 questions apiece. Tonight, they revolve around a single film a pop. So they're a little bit deeper of dives, but they're also films that are far, far, far from obscurities. The final round is called Final Chase, and that is a single multi-answer question in which there is no chance of losing points, but people have a chance to regain the lead if they're within firing distance. Any questions from the contestants before we get started?
Nope.
All right. First round. The subject of the first round is The Exorcist. I will note that this is only pertaining to the original 1973 film. This is not the franchise, the novel that spawned it, or any of the television or live productions that have been spawned from the original film. It's just the original film. Also, all the questions will be answerable from the film itself, not from behind the scenes or production history or anything else. All the answers can be found by watching the film. So, Jamie, how much would you like to bid on question number 1?
I'm gonna take a gamble this time, and I'm gonna go 300 for the first one.
Ooh.
Putting it on the line right off the bat.
Asserting dominance.
Jonathan, how dominant are you tonight?
$100, Alex.
I don't know who this Alex is, but $100 is, 1/3 of the dominance of Jamie. So, Dan, how much would you like to bid?
I will do 100 as well.
Playing it safe for his premiere question. Stone, where are we at?
100, and I hope
100.
the price is right.
There's no chance of going over in this game. So for our first question, we have our first guest of the evening.
Oh.
What up, peeps? It's your boy Orc coming back at you with another horror trivia question. What is Father Merrin's first name? Oh, shit, son.
30 seconds.
Jesus. I'm terrible at this.
I'm gonna get so mad because I know the answer.
Just remind the people in the audience, please do me a favor and do not actually answer the questions in the chat.
Yes, just please DM them at Bombastic Reviews on Twitter. That's where the answers go.
Guys, if you're going to help Jonathan, at least make him pay you. 10 seconds to pens down. And pens down.
Oh crap!
I want to start with Stone Gassman. Stone, what is your answer, sir?
I probably got it wrong, but
Joseph?
I wish I could tell you you're correct, sir, but unfortunately that would be a lie. You're down to 1900.
yeah.
Dan, what did we get?
Thank you.
I believe I should have bet more, but I'm not sure.
Lancaster.
The answer is Lancaster. Oh, man. Happy Halloween. America.
So the question, the correct answer to the question is Lancaster. You're at 2100. Jonathan.
So it was not. This is short for Lancaster, right? Like Jack is 100% short for Lancaster.
For John, yes. You should know that for some reason, though.
Yeah. No, it's for Lancaster too. I'm almost positive.
Well, we'll have someone fact check that. Lance, could you jump on that? See if in any culture anywhere in the world at any point in history, even by the most drunkest citizen in that society, they ever referred to Jack as a short form of Lancaster. And get back to us in the chat. Jamie, what do we get?
I didn't even make a guess. I kept thinking Frederick, and I knew it was wrong. I knew it was something like that, but
It's a great Patti Smith song, though.
yeah.
So that brings you down to 1700.
Yep. Now I'm gonna have to be frugal again.
Okay, second question. What are the bids going to look like? Let's start with, so Stone is going with 100. Dan?
Do I have to write this down? Sorry.
Not necessarily. You can tell me.
150.
Okay, so we have to do it in divisibles of 100.
Oh, I'll do 200.
Cool. That's because I can't do math outside of high school level. So
I understand.
Jamie's going 100. 100 for Jonathan. And the question is, what is the name of Reagan's nanny? Seconds.
Glad this isn't real money.
Lance has gotten back to us that I'm correct that there has never been a point where Lancaster is short for Jack. I'm sorry, I cannot accept the answer.
Fair enough.
If they just checked presidential debates this well, we'd be in better shape. Oh, of course, they'd be much longer nights.
Yeah. What if I name my kid Lancaster and call it Jack? I feel like I could get away with it then.
You named your kid Ripley.
So don't think I won't do it for this, too.
Your wife already is looking at you over her shoulder like, really?
Yeah, man.
Cthulhu is not a middle name. 10 seconds. All right, this time let's start with Dan.
I'm not too sure about this one, but Sharon?
Sharon
Sorry
is
if
the
I'm not
correct
old.
answer.
It is.
It is the correct answer. So that brings you to 2,300. Jonathan.
Alice.
She had a restaurant. So that will bring you to
Arlo
1,800.
Guthrie.
Jamie?
Sharon.
Because she's a big fan of the second film, she gets the question right. And that brings her back up to 1,800. Stone.
I guess Nancy. I know that's not the right answer. So
I don't have an easy Nancy music joke. It would have to be like a Nancy Sinatra thing, and that probably wouldn't play. So you are now at 1,800. So as we stand right now, Dan is at 2,300. The rest of you are at 1,800.
okay.
Question 3. What are we bidding? Jonathan?
100.
100 for Jonathan. 100 for Stone. 200 for Jamie. And Dan?
200.
200.
And I did just check the chat because there's no question right now, but Jacob asked if I legit did name my kid Ripley. Yes, I did. That is legitimate.
He's checking the chat, hoping someone slips up. I got
Yeah.
you. All right. Some of you may wish you bid a little bit more on this one. What does Burke Dennings do for a living?
Oh, Jesus.
And pens down. It's like a bad Scantron test in high school. Of course, most of you are too young to know what that is. Jamie, did you have Scantron tests in school?
Are those the ones where you fill it in with number 2 pencil? Oh
Yeah.
yeah. The Iowa test. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Iowa sucked. I hated that state for those tests.
I actually like taking tests.
That explains so much. So, Jamie, and the test for today, what did you put down for Burke Dennings' career? He was indeed a director. So that will bring you back to your $2,000 starting point. Stone.
Yes.
Film director is correct. That brings you back up to 1,900. Dan?
Thank you.
I don't know why I froze on this one. I almost forgot. Director.
There we go. That brings you to 2,500.
Awesome.
And
Yeah.
I can't read.
It's because there's nothing there.
That's becoming a theme tonight,
Yep.
sir. So you're at 1,700.
I may not make it.
I believe in you. I think a second wind will come, but probably not for Hereditary. So for question number 4, what are we bidding? Stone is going with his tried and true 100. Jamie is going 200. She's trying to pull back up towards the lead here. 1 for Jonathan. And Dan?
100.
Going safe? What part of Reagan's brain does Dr. Klein think is ailing her? I think Ripley's trying to cheat on your behalf.
She is. She's trying to yell it out.
She's Googling it and is screaming to Dad, "Hey, Dad!" So Next Gen in the chat says that he has a Linda Blair tattoo.
Sweet.
I want to get
He
a Linda
does.
Blair. I want to have a Linda Blair tattoo of her eating a steak, so I go to a convention, show her, and it'll both impress and piss her off at the same time.
It is
Don't wear a leather jacket when you're meeting her. I made that mistake.
I didn't even have to make that big a mistake, and she didn't like me. So there you go. All right, pens down. Let's start off again with John. Did I start with you?
Me?
Yeah, let's do that.
No, it's bad. Frontal lobe. I don't know.
The frontal lobe is so close to right. I want to give it to you, but I can't.
Come on!
I'm sorry, sir. I cannot.
Damn it.
Jamie? Temporal lobe is correct.
Damn it.
So that you're at 2,200. Stone?
I got it wrong.
What did you? Yeah, but what did you? Cerebellum.
Cerebellum.
Isn't that a fine wine? You're back to 1,800. Dan?
Thank you.
I couldn't think of anything. I just said the right side. Yeah, sorry.
Well, you this was the one that you bid conservatively on, so I guess that was more than strategy. So right now, Jonathan has 1,600, Stone has 18, Jamie has 22, and Daniel has 24. So it's starting to get closer here. For question 5, what would we like to bid? Starting with 1, 2, and Dan? 2. And this next question is going to be brought to us by the author of what I consider to be the best horror novel of this year, Miss Danielle Trusani.
And this is the question. When Father asks the demon why, if he's the devil, he doesn't simply make the straps disappear. What is the demon's response?
I think I missed that part of that question.
When Father Karras asks the demon why, if he's the devil, why doesn't he simply make the straps disappear? What is the demon's response?
Okay.
Oh.
Any of you like the heavy metal? Like the kids used to?
I like heavy metal.
I always grew up more punk rock, but you know.
I like Manson and Rob Zombie and Korn and stuff.
I like peas.
Black Eyed Peas?
No.
That everyone like looks over their shoulder because it just got real loaded in here.
Peas are the superior vegetable, I have to admit.
I'm a big edamame fan.
Did Korn ever do an album and just call it On the Cob?
They should have.
Not. Missed opportunity.
Yeah,
That's
they
true.
totally should.
All right, pens down. Let's start with Dan.
My pen, I'm going to switch off, but vulgar display of power.
A vulgar display of power.
And the answer? That's much too vulgar a display of power.
So that is the correct answer. Stone.
Display of power.
Yeah, but did you write it?
I got it wrong. I said yeah, I got it wrong. Extraneous use of power. I screwed that one up.
John?
In my recollection, She said, "Go to 80shorrordoc.com to pre-order your copy of In Search of Darkness 2."
You know how annoyed I am about that too? That's another thing that's annoying me. Guys out there, I will never try and sell you a documentary ever.
There's nothing wrong with people who do though.
I actually like In Search of Darkness. I thought it was pretty good. I like documentaries.
Jamie, what did you get for the answer? And then I'll go out.
Still have to see it.
Much too vulgar, but so there we go. So that brings it to 15 for Jonathan, 17 for Stone, 24 for Jamie, and 26 for Dan. It is definitely tightening now. I didn't dislike the documentary. It was just so surface. It was and it was long. I think in '87 I just tuned out and I was like, I'm not even really watching this anymore. So I turned it off. I just wish, I don't know, like having three people say one line about a movie and going to the next. It didn't go deep enough for me, and the title choices were too obvious for me.
Yeah.
But that's me being an elitist prick. That's what that is. I want to thank Danielle and Orc for this round, for providing the questions. Both were very generous with their time. Of course, one has a little bit more going on than the other. I'll let you decide which that is, though. Question 6. How much do we want to bid, people? 2 for Jamie. 2 for Dan. I can't. 1 for Stone. 1 for Jonathan. When the lab director plays the backward tape recording for Father Karras, what do the voices on the tape say?
Like everything.
It's not all that much.
Yeah, that's true.
Orc, by the way, has voted that Danielle probably has a little bit more going on.
Go ahead and switch this to 1400. There we go.
And pens down. Stone. Make us proud, son.
I got nothing. I'm down to 1600.
That is true. Jamie?
We Are No One, Marin, and Fear the Priest.
So a lot of that is true. We're going to get back to you. Hold that thought.
Okay.
Jonathan?
I got nothing.
Okay. Fair enough. So, Dan, do you have more correct?
I couldn't come up with it. I know this is wrong.
Yeah, that's the actual message given
On the
stomach that Sharon brings Karras in the house to see. So, Jamie, I'm going to accept that. The full, you will get the points. That brings you to 2,600, which puts you in the lead. Dan, you're at 24 now, so you need to catch back up. Jonathan, you're at 1,400, and Stone, you're at 1,600. The full lines are in 4 different voices. Give us time, let her die, I am no one, said twice, and fear the priest. Question 7. We're getting to the point where those of you who are starting to slide may want to consider that you may not have enough money to play the rest of the game if you get one more wrong. So you may decide to get bullish either here or during the psycho round. For those on top, now you're fighting for control. So how much do you want to bid? $2 from Jamie. 100? Is that Stone?
Yeah.
And 100. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. When Father Marin returned from Iraq, Where did he go before being assigned to the McNeil exorcism? Lots of people have gone to this place, but not at this time. All right, pens down. Let's start with Jonathan.
Nada.
You are at lucky 1300, sir.
Yep.
Jamie
Woodstock, New York.
is the correct answer. Dan?
I couldn't come up with it, so just wrote Rome.
Oh, well, it would be a good place to go. However, it's dead wrong.
Yeah.
When in Rome.
There is a
Stone?
Rome in New York.
There is.
There you go.
Stone?
Nope.
Nope.
No idea.
Oh. All right. So Jonathan's at 1300, Stone at 1500, Dan, yeah, can't read my own writing or the screen. Dan is at 2300, and Jamie is at 2800.
Running
All
away
right.
with-
Three more questions left in this
Kicking
round.
ass.
Number 8. How much do we want to bid? Stone, just tell me because I can't see that. Sorry.
It says 100.
Dan with
100,
the
100.
big bucks.
Yeah.
All right. What book do Marin and Karis use during the exorcism rite?
Like, as in correctly?
As in, what is the book? If you're going to answer the Bible, you're actually incorrect.
No, I know.
I could be wrong on this one, but I took a guess.
Is it a pop-up book?
There may be a pop-up version of it available somewhere in the world. And if there's not, I'm all for someone, kickstarting that. All right, pens down. Let's start with Dan.
I'm not sure on this one at all. I just wrote Book of John.
Book of John is unfortunately incorrect. So that brings you back down to your starting place of 2,000. Stone.
Necronomicon.
That probably would have had very different consequences, I'm thinking.
I've actually got more demons into her that way.
Different demons.
I'll increase the light. Sorry.
Jonathan?
The Old Testament?
Unfortunately, no. Damn it. So that brings you down to 1,200. Jamie?
The Roman rituals?
The answer is the Roman ritual.
Thanks.
3,000. Now, Lance Luss is congratulating you on knowing this film as well as you do.
Me?
Yes?
Oh,
Well,
thank you.
He's not congratulating Jonathan on his knowledge of The Exorcist.
I swear to
I
God,
have-
I've seen it.
I probably have an unfair advantage considering I've seen it like 1,200 times plus read the book about 5 times. So I probably have a little bit of an unfair advantage here.
Being brought up like super Catholic, like The Exorcist is one of those things like you're not supposed to, right?
Yeah.
Ah,
So
Glad he was Catholic. He was a Jesuit. Come on. Sounds like your family needed to work on some boundaries. Question 9, but don't worry, we're almost out of The Exorcist. Question 9. How much do we want to bid? 2, 1,
Might check 1, 2, 1, 2.
2 over there, and it's 1 to the other 2.
Yeah, Stone's at 1.
All right. What film does Lieutenant Kinderman invite Father Karras to watch with him at the Crest Theater?
Oh, Stone's gonna make me want a cigarette.
You're muted, Lauren.
That was all for the best for legal reasons.
It's tobacco.
Maybe. All right. Pens down. Stone, since you lit up, why don't you answer first? It's a Wonderful Life would be a great answer for the sequel, but not for this one. So that's going to bring you down to 1,300. Jonathan.
I knew this one.
Yeah.
It was Caddyshack.
Which would be made 3 years later.
It was
So
an
you're at
advanced
11.
screening.
A very advanced screening.
7 years
Dan.
later.
I made the sequel mistake as well.
That brings you to 1,800. Jamie looking to tear a hole in the score. Othello is the correct answer. There's a major line of dialogue there. Final question of the round. And I will tell you this one is a little bit tougher, but it will really show an intimate knowledge of the film. How much do we want to bid?
Pass.
You cannot pass.
Am I at 3,200 or 3,400 now?
You are at 3,200.
Okay.
1, 1, and 1 all the way around because there is no passing, no matter if the line is solid or broken. Father Dyer performs a novelty song on piano during Chris McNeil's party. The Ramones would record a song about gay prostitution with the same title. Name the song Father Dyer sings.
Sings it?
Well, everyone in the room tries to sing it.
Could you repeat that one more time?
Father Dyer performs a novelty song on piano during Chris McNeil's party. Later, the Ramones would record a song about gay prostitution with the same title. Name the song.
I don't know the name of the song for sure, but I'm guessing.
I gotta say that when you just glance over the chat and Orc is saying 69 flavors, smiley face, you don't want to know the rest of the conversation.
I have the chat turned off like I'm supposed to.
I'm not playing. I can have it open.
Oh, that's true. You're the boss.
Tonight I am the boss again. Jonathan was the boss last time.
That's right. I remember. I had a very bad headache.
Jonathan, are you having a stroke?
I know.
Damn. It's like I can hear it, but I'm reaching deep. You know what I mean? Like
All right, pens down. Jamie, what did you write?
It's just a guess because I don't know for sure, but I wrote Home Sweet Home.
That is that is not correct. Is incorrect. But
yeah,
it's actually, I can see your thought process there, and it was actually a good guess. But that brings you back down to 3,000. Jonathan?
I didn't get anything.
got nothing. That he's at 1,000. He is at a third of Jamie's score, so he has some room to make up during the next round. Dan?
I know this is wrong. I want to be sedated.
I want to be sedated is unfortunately incorrect. That brings you to 1,700. Stone.
Nothing. Sorry.
Nothing. The title of the novelty song is 33rd and 3rd.
Nope. Down to 1,200.
You are down to 1,200. The scoring right now is Jonathan at 1,000, Stone at 1,200, Dan at 1,700, and Jamie at 3,000. So as we move into the second round, clearly strategy has to start to come into play if you want to try and win the game. The theme of the second round of questions, 10 questions a pop, is Psycho, the original 1960 film. Once again, we are not talking about sequels, prequels, or the novel that inspired it, not television series, not behind the scenes information. Everything can be found on screen from watching the film. And, you've now had, 70 years to see this movie? So, how much would each of you like to bid on the question? Jonathan wants 100. 500 to
500.
Stone.
Oh, Stone.
100 to Jamie. And 300. Everyone's getting a little bullish on this one. And we have another special guest to deliver the question. So please take it away, Gory Corey.
Hey, Gory Corey here. Unfortunately, I couldn't make it to the show today, but I do have a question for you. So the category is the movie Psycho, and in the movie, Marion steals an amount of money. How much money does she steal?
I'd like to change how much I bid to the amount that she stole.
Wow. Jonathan, I have to break some basic mathematics to you. You cannot actually bid more than you have.
The United States can do it. I can do it.
Somehow I think you have better credit than the federal government at this point, so no. Stone is either very happy about his decision or not. I can't quite make it out. Before we answer, everyone, when's the last time you watched Psycho?
A really long time ago.
A month ago.
About a year ago.
6 months or so. It's been fairly recent.
All right. Let's start off from the bottom again. Stone, what did you write? $40,000. Well, would that even be worth risking your life over? Throwing away your entire life? That's the correct answer.
Sure.
So that actually changes Stone's fortunes considerably, bringing him back up to 1,700.
Good job.
The answer is $40,000. Happy Halloween.
Dan, what'd you have?
40,000.
$40,000.
A lot more in 1960 money, so that's worth it.
That brings you back to 2,000. Jonathan.
40 G's.
Look at this. Jonathan is at 1,100.
I'm not going to be the first person to not get one right.
I only put 25,000 because
25.
I haven't seen it in a long time.
2,900. You're still way out in front of the lead, of course. I want to thank Corey for coming on and helping me out with the question. She actually was touring colleges today. That's why she couldn't be here. Otherwise, she'd be among you. Isn't that a scary thought? Because, she's, again, encyclopedic as well.
Yeah.
So the second question, how much do we want to bid? It seems like you guys are a little bit more in... Oh, just one?
Just one. Because you're going to hit me with something weird. I can feel it.
300. Stone is getting bullish on this category. And Dan is as well at 300. In what city does Psycho begin?
I'm just going to guess.
Spoilers, it's not Philadelphia. Sorry, Al.
I bet Al watched it recently. He has the Blu-ray on his phone.
It's the 4K that he has on his phone. He's not cheap.
David Lynch says it's bad to watch movies on your phone, Al.
I'm going to agree with David Lynch in this instance.
I think it depends on the film. I think there are films that it's acceptable to watch on your phone. I would not consider Psycho one of them, though.
No.
All right. Pens down. Dan, you go first.
I couldn't get it. Phoenix?
Phoenix is correct.
Oh, it is. Nice.
It is. 2,300. John?
I put Los Angeles.
Well, that's where she's heading towards.
Yeah.
So there was some logic there. Back to down to 1,000. Jamie?
I put San Francisco.
There's some great rice that comes out of there. It tastes like chicken.
Yes.
You're at 2,800. Stone? Phoenix, Arizona is correct.
Stone's going to run away with it in this round.
Stone is back up to $2,000, which is where he started the game. But considering that he dipped as low as 1,200, this is a massive comeback.
That's impressive.
So, it is impressive.
Hey,
Clearly, this is. Go ahead.
Can I just skip the next category by chance?
No, you may not. So, third question of the round. How much do we want to bid? 1 and 1. 3 and 3. There's a small arms race going on here between the gentlemen on the bottom of the screen. All right. How many cabins
Ready
are
for
there
that
in the
flesh
Bates?
wound?
How many cabins are there in the Bates Motel?
Stop! Get me off there. I'm counting.
Hey, can't turn the camera off, dude. That's not fair.
It's not off.
Oh. He comes back up. It's going to be like his phone's.
I'm just.
If I was cheating, I would pray that I was doing better than I am right now.
Couple more seconds to go. And pens down. I believe we start this with Dan.
I'm not sure on this one, but I wrote 6.
6 is unfortunately not correct. So that brings you back down to 2,000, sir. Stone.
Come on, man. What you got? Batting 1,000 so far. 12?
12 cabins, 12 vacancies. That is the correct answer.
Yes.
2,300. Jamie.
12.
12. You're at 29. Jonathan.
7.
7. You're at 900, sir.
Yeah, I knew this wasn't going to be a good evening.
Yeah, you guys, you got the heads up about the categories. I'm sorry. You had to decide whether sleep or taking care of your kids or making food or watching the movies. So there you go.
I watched Psycho 2. Come on.
Which is an awesome movie.
It is an awesome movie.
It's good.
Very good movie.
But the amount it's going to help you is probably not as much as you'd think.
Yeah.
All right. Question number 4. How much do we want to bid? 1 and 1 for the top row. 2 and 3.
300.
What does Norman suggest Marion will find in her motel room that might make her friends back home jealous?
Is this a PG show?
There's no censorship on my show, sir. If you haven't figured that out.
Pete, could you please repeat the question just one more time?
Sure. What does Norman suggest Marion will find in her motel room that
Thank you.
might make her friends back home jealous?
I'm just gonna guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm guessing.
It certainly isn't the wall art, because that's horrific. 10 seconds to go. And pens down. Stone, what did you write?
Stationery with Bates Motel printed on it.
Is absolutely the correct answer. You're at 2,600, which is putting you within striking distance of Jamie and the lead. Jamie, did you do yourself any favors?
No, I wrote color TV.
That's what I put.
No way,
They-
really?
Yeah.
Great minds.
All right, well, I can just handle both of you then. That brings you to 2,800, Jamie, and it brings you to 800. Jonathan, Dan, what'd you have?
Couldn't come up with that. I just wrote flowers.
Flowers. Just leave the flowers by the door, as TSOL once sang. For the fifth question, how much do we want to bid? Keeping in mind, this might be a play for the lead. 100 for Jamie. 400 from Stone.
400 from Dan.
And what are we doing, Jonathan?
Oh, 100.
100. And this question as well is presented by a longtime friend of the community who is not answering, he's only asking.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your old pal, B-Movie Mike, and I'm here to wish you a happy, horny, and horrific Halloween season. All right, what I'm really here for is to ask the contestants a question. And that question is, what name does Marion use when she checks in? All right, one more time for those in the cheap seats, or maybe those who weren't paying attention the first time. What name does Marion use when she checks in? Well, that's all for me, guys. Good luck, and I'll see you later.
I've never seen Mike so animated in my life.
I was thinking that. He looked pretty happy.
He's a good guy. Oh, we lost Stone.
Uh-oh.
He'll be back.
Stone,
Not permanent.
Stone, jump back in here.
I can't remember. I should have watched it.
Stone is back.
There he is.
There he is.
Yes, I completely missed the question. Missed the question.
What name does Marion use when she checks in? You still have about 5 seconds.
Done.
All right, then we'll take that as the end of the answering round. Let's start with Dan.
I couldn't think of this either. I'm not a good Psycho fan.
Doris.
Doris.
Just a guess.
So you bid 400, sir.
Yeah.
So that brings you to 1,400. Jamie.
Sub to Jamie's heart.
Sub to Jamie's heart brings her to 2,700.
Is that Lithuanian?
Yeah.
I don't know. Mary.
That's her name in the novel, if that helps. But
Give me the damn points then.
no. I am not subjected to your willpower here, sir. That's not how this is played. Dan?
Oh, I Doris.
Oh, that's right. You were Doris. You guys changed places when Stone left and came back. Stone, what did we have? You seem to have frozen, Stone.
Marie Samuels.
Is the correct answer. He is at 3,000 and has taken the lead from Jamie, who's at 27.
Wow.
Dan is at 1,400 and Jonathan is at 700. I will note there are more questions remaining in the game than you have money. So at some point, you need to either win a lot consistently or bid a lot on a single one and give yourself some room to breathe.
Okay.
Thank you to B Movie Mike, of course, for bringing us that great question from Florida.
How much is left in the Psycho round?
We're halfway through it. That was question 5, so there's 5 more. So what do we want to bid on question 6?
Let's go 1.
We got 1s going there. Stone, what are you bidding? 200 for Dan, 300 for Stone. All right. At the end of the film, Dr. Simon asks the chief of police if he has any missing persons cases on the books. How many does the chief say there are?
Could you repeat it again, please?
Absolutely. At the end of the film, Dr. Simon asks the chief of police if he has any missing persons cases on the books. How many does the chief say there are? I need obnoxious Jeopardy music. That's what I'll have to work on next as the next enhancement for the show.
I actually like the silence a little bit because if there's music, I'll have trouble thinking.
Do you enjoy the silence like
I
Depeche
do.
Mode asks you to?
Yes.
I enjoy when Depeche Mode are silent.
No.
That's not entirely true, but it's funny. So, last 10 seconds, and all right, Jamie, hit us up. What's your answer?
I just guessed 3.
3 is not correct. That brings you to 2,600. Jonathan
10
is not correct, and we're getting further off the mark here. You're at 600. Stone. Stone. Someone else try.
Stone, can you hear us?
I might have to bail out because I'm having technical issues. I didn't hear the question the second time. Barely, yeah.
Did you have a question for this answer? Because you might be high enough to win the game just even if you stop here.
What is the question again? It broke up last time again.
At the end of the film, Dr. Simon asks the chief of police if he has any missing persons cases on the books. How many does he say there are?
Man.
3
is not correct. So you're at 2,700.
Oh, way high.
Dan says 100. Well, maybe nationwide.
Okay. That's fine.
1,300. So Stone, what's your play here, man? I hate to see you go because you're leading the game. We'll try. If we can't, we can't, I guess.
Yeah.
Question 7. How much do you want to bid?
300 for me.
$100.
Hundo?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that a John Wayne movie? All right. So you're all going to wish you'd bid a lot more. Who composed Psycho's iconic score?
I'm going to hate myself when you guys say the answer because I know the answer.
And now I'm getting death threats for having made fun of Depeche Mode. Sorry, guys. I'm more of a Gene Loves Jezebel type of guy. Just how it is.
Gene loves Jezebel.
Definitely the Sisters of Mercy.
Hey, what was the correct answer for the last question? How many people were missing?
Oh, 2.
Damn it. I should go with my psychic.
Both young women, by the way.
My brain told me to write 2 and I wrote 3.
That's not even remarkable, though.
In 1960, it was for a small town. Yeah. All right. Stone, we're going to start with you just because of connection so that we make sure you get in.
Yeah.
Bernard Herrmann, even spelled correctly. So that brings you to back to 3,000, sir. Dan?
Bernard Herrmann.
Okay.
And spelling is accurate again, so that brings you back up to 1,500. Jonathan?
Nothing.
Depeche Mode is incorrect, so you're down to 500. And Jamie?
I got nothing.
Jamie has nothing, which brings her to 2,500. So at this point, there's $500 separating our leader, which is Stone Gassman, from our runner-up, Jamie. In the lower half of the quartile, we have Dan at 1,500 and Jonathan at 500.
It's like a golf thing. I'm winning.
It's miniature golf, maybe. You're approaching the windmill, and you're no Don Quixote. No. How much you want to bid on the next? 100 for Jane. 300 for Stone. 400 for Dan.
200.
Getting aggressive.
I'd like to point out for when I inevitably run out of money, I have impeccable credit for all those listening.
Stoney's pretty much talking to you. All right. In what month does Psycho take place?
Oh.
If you guys can hear my son, I'm sorry. I think he's singing.
My kid's screaming like somebody's beating her right now. So it's
I can hear her.
It basically sounds like a screamo duet going on my show. Candy-colored clown we call the Sandman.
New Velvet reference.
I got a 1 in 12 chance of getting this right.
It's true. It's true. All right, pens down. Jamie, start us off.
I just took a guess and wrote July.
God, I Hate July, I Scream Up to the Sky. No, that is not correct.
Darn.
So that brings you 2,400. Jonathan, 1 out of 12.
May?
Mother May I, the answer is no.
Damn it.
No. So at this point, you are at 300, sir. The needle is in the red.
It's been in the red for a minute.
Oh.
I can't.
December?
What kind of crazy horror film would take place at Christmas time? That is the correct answer, so 3,300. Dan? December is correct. And you guys knew that because of the Christmas decorations, right?
Yes.
I didn't even think about that.
Yep.
Was a mistake, actually, I think.
It was, and then they added that title board that says December 11th at the beginning of the film.
Yes, to explain it,
yeah. Good thing it was Arizona, huh?
Yeah.
All right, 2 more questions left in the round. And then Jonathan will be so relieved that he'll be dealing with Hereditary rather than Psycho.
I don't think I'm going to have to worry about Hereditary
So 100 for Jamie. Jonathan, are you doing 100?
How many are left in this one?
2.
Let's do 300. Let's get rid of everything I got
You're
here.
doing everything.
Let's go.
Stone is doing
Wow.
300. Oh, I'm sorry, Dan. What did you have up there?
Oh, 300. Sorry.
300. All right. When Marion and Norman share a meal, what do they eat and drink? I'm not looking for super specific here.
God, this is fucking. I'm sorry.
Be right back, guys. Enjoy yourselves.
I might have actually. I should have probably bet more on this one. I think I actually know the answer.
He couldn't have picked like 3 worse films for me to be on the show with. You give me like Pinocchio's Revenge or something. Let's play that game.
Now, see, I've never seen that. Never seen it.
Pinocchio's Revenge.
I wouldn't pick something up like that's named Pinocchio's Revenge off of the shelf. I know that's snobby, but I really would.
Nah, it's actually directed by Kevin Tenney, which is a shocker. But
Well, I'll check into it. Maybe I might like it.
oh no, it's not good, Jamie. Don't.
Oh.
By no means is it good.
I like bad movies though sometimes.
It is bad, but it's bad in a good way.
Oh, well then I might like it. Because you know, I'm a huge lover of The Exorcist 2, The Heretic.
Brain
Humongous.
Dead's so fun.
Oh, really?
One that Penny did. Yeah.
Do you have
Yeah, Brain Dead is great.
Do you have the collector's edition from Shout Factory?
Who?
I certainly hope you.
Oh, the collector's edition of Exorcist 2? No, never mind.
No, I do not have a copy of Exorcist 2. I have to get one. I don't have a copy of that one. I just started collecting.
All right.
I haven't been a big collector, so.
I watched it last night, and the grasshoppers are still, kind of out there, but it's fun.
You watched that last night?
I did.
Oh.
I thought maybe we were gonna have sequel questions, so of course.
Oh, I'm jealous.
That would probably be most people's blind spot too, right?
Yeah, and I was like,
Not mine.
I know Psycho, so I'll just do the sequels.
So Dan, what did Marion and Norman have?
I could not remember. So
Tea and
biscuits.
So that will bring you down to 1,600. Stone? Sandwiches and milk is absolutely the correct answer. And I think that's unsurprising now that Stone gets everything in this category right. Jonathan? I had the graphic queued up.
You got it.
Woo! That's awesome.
You're back up to 600, sir. It's not enough to get to the next round, but it's a good start.
That's also what they eat in Psycho 2, and I was just going off that.
Jamie.
I got peanut butter and jelly sandwich and milk.
Since it's unclear in the film, I'm going to accept that.
All right. I'm
2,500. So Stone is leading at 3,600. Jamie has 2,500. Dan, you're at 1,600, and Jonathan, you're back up to 600.
It's a Cinderella
Can I just
story.
say I love it in Psycho 3? Sorry.
You love it in Psycho 3 when what? I want to know the rest of that.
Yeah, I want to hear.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, I love it in Psycho 3 when he's stuffing his bird and then he takes the same spoon and gets some peanut butter.
Oh, yuck. Yeah, I remember that. Do we have one more question in this round, or
We do.
We do. Okay. Because
Final-
after this, I'm gonna take a bathroom break.
400 for Stone, which if he gets it right, will bring him up to 4,000. Jamie is doing 100. 3 for, oh my God, Jonathan. 4 for Dan. Why can't Sam afford to marry Marion? Why can't Sam afford to marry Marion?
You're muted, Lauren.
You're to blame for that. I was saying we were all hoping for a Jonathan Rowley, but your face is not looking like you feel like that's happening.
Nah.
Come on, everyone out in the chat. Not that he'll see it because he's not supposed to be looking at the chat, but give some love out there for Jonathan. He's going to need it very soon when he goes to a film that he hates.
Hey, man, I got you threw me sandwiches and milk, so.
All right, that's fair.
Lord knows what's going to happen.
All right. Pens down. Jamie, start us off.
I took a guess and wrote unemployed.
He actually is employed. That's not the problem. 2,400. Jonathan?
Guessed. Medical bills?
Unfortunately, he actually is one of the few people in the film that doesn't end up needing medical bills.
We don't know what's going on with him. He could have gout. We don't know.
He can't take it out. Stone.
This is going to be the one question where I have to say I have no idea.
No idea. Stone goes to 3,200.
No idea.
I couldn't come up with something specific. I just said he's married, ass kicking from life. I don't know.
You're closer than everyone else got by far, but I can't give it to you. So that brings you down to 1,200. The answer, the canonical answer to the question is, of course, that he has 99 problems, but a bitch is one. Alimony.
Oh yeah,
that's such a 1960 problem too.
It definitely is. All right, we're going to take a brief break here for those who need to.
I will take advantage of it.
Relieve themselves. It's just you and I, sir.
I know.
So I got to tell you, the chat has been insane all night as far as like the sheer number, because I don't keep it up. And every time I look back at it, there's like 30 messages that have built up.
Nice.
But I will say, Orc is throwing you some love, babe.
Thank you, sir. I'm going to let everything hinge on that last question. Hopefully somebody will throw me some cash to get to it.
Orc also thought that the answer to the question of why Sam couldn't afford to get married was he buys too many Blu-rays.
It'll do it. It'll also cause divorce.
And there seems to be a lot of belief that divorces are not completely fair in the settlements.
I'd agree with that. I've never been divorced. Don't plan on it. So hopefully I never have to find out.
And Griffin, you'll appreciate this. Griffin says to Jamie, when you see Pinocchio's Revenge, the DVD box art cover definitely catches your attention.
It does. And everybody listen out there, be sure to listen to S'mores and Doors podcast at s'moresanddoorspodcast.com. Shameless plug.
Shameless. So I'm actually going to be transferring numbers over to the second sheet of Farkle here. 2,400 for Jamie. Stone's at 3,200. Jonathan is at 300 with 10 questions to go. And Dan, you are at 1,200. So right now, if everyone got every question wrong, only Jonathan is on the chopping block before Final Chase if they only bid 100. However, there's some real room to go if anyone wants to catch up to Stone. It's not impossible for any of you, by the way. Mathematically, you would just have to be really aggressive and really right. So is everyone ready to start this round? All right. Our first question, what would you like to bid? 200 from Jamie. Jonathan?
300.
He's doing it all. Stone says 100. And Dan says 100. So the category, of course, is Hereditary for the next 10 questions. And, well, you have to introduce this category with a special guest, I think.
Hey, what's up, people? Pizzal here, and today I've got a question for you. In what state does the movie Hereditary take place?
Oh, crap.
The confidence is just beaming all of our contestants.
I'm looking at the scenery in my head.
Me too.
Oh, there is something very specific that is a great hint. But the movie does tell you, too, though.
And I can't remember that part, of course. I'm just going to guess.
It's been nice. It's been nice playing, guys.
You can't bail out yet. You know the ritual.
Oh no, I will be here.
10 seconds. We're going to start the round backwards on answers.
No.
So, Dan.
I know they shot some of it here.
Utah. Who the fuck would shoot a film in Utah? That is the correct answer, sir.
Son of a bitch!
Darn it.
Stone.
I put Massachusetts. That's wrong.
It is wrong. You're at 3,100. Still massively in the lead. Jonathan.
Thank you.
Oh, my. Double his score up to 600. He can almost survive the round. Jamie.
I wrote Indiana.
In Indiana. No, that is not correct. 2,200.
That answer, of course, is Utah. I hope you all out there are having a great, safe, healthy, and happy Halloween season. Take care, and until next time, peace.
You boys back in.
All right. Stone, are you frozen, sir? Oh, nope, he's back. So for question number 2 of the round, what would we like to bid?
Am I? Oh.
Yeah, you're back. I can see you.
200, 200, 300, and 100 for Stone. Stone, I take it... I know, but you are an A24 fan, Stone. I know that for a fact. He keeps disappearing and becoming just a door. All right. So the question is, what interrupts Charlie's test at school?
Telephone pole.
That is what interrupts her digesting that delicious brownie. Jonathan, this is a message from Orc to you.
That's right. Come from behind.
Well, Orc likes when people come from behind.
Zing.
I'm not judging. That's fine. All right. So let's start this off with Stone. He's fighting his internet connection as best he can. Stone.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nada.
You're at 3,000. Dan.
I had the teacher for drawing in her notebook.
Unfortunately, no.
Okay.
So that you're down to 1,000, sir. Jamie.
Bird flying into the window.
Yeah.
Pigeon flying into the window is the correct answer. Brings you up to 2,400. And Jonathan. Nada, which brings you down to 400. Next question. What do we want to bid?
100.
200 for Jamie, 100 for Jonathan, 100 for Stone, and Dan?
200.
200. You're going to want to have bid more. Annie confides in Joan that she once woke up from sleepwalking, about to set herself and her children on fire. What did she use as an accelerant?
Axe body spray.
You don't have to actually set that on fire. It just...
I can't remember for sure.
See, this is the cup with all of them on it.
Nice.
Since everyone always points out my cup.
Nice.
What's your favorite? What's your favorite one, Lauren?
Blueberry by far.
Oh,
Really?
blueberries.
I'm a Frankenberry guy.
There's too many cereals that do the Frankenberry thing. That's the problem.
Yeah.
There's
I
no
like the
other.
blueberry.
No one remembers Fruit Brute.
I
Or
do.
Fruity Mummy Yummy. Yummy Mummy.
Yeah.
Yummy Mummy is actually the one I prefer. They just don't bring it out every year.
Yeah.
All right. So pens down. Stone, what do you got?
Nothing.
Nothing. You're at 2,900, sir. He's playing it conservative, though, and
Yeah.
that might be a winning strategy. Jamie.
I took a guess and wrote lighter fluid.
Lighter fluid is unfortunately not correct. You're at 2,200.
Darn it.
Jonathan.
Kerosene.
Kerosene is incorrect. 300. Dan?
Was it paint thinner?
Is the correct answer.
Okay.
You're at 1,200.
I knew it was something in a
Waste of
metal
paint
thing.
thinner.
Think what she does like for a career of the living.
Oh, idiot.
Okay, question number 4. How much do we want to bid? 1 for Jonathan.
No, you know what? No. 300.
He's bidding it all.
Every time I get to 300, we got to think.
Jamie goes 100. Stone goes 100. 400 from Dan. What is Annie, Steve, Charlie, and Peter's last name?
One more time.
What is Anne, Steve, Charlie, and Peter's last name? What is the family's last name?
Oh.
I wish I would have bet more.
I feel like all of you, right beyond your computer screens, have a giant whiteboard with all notes from the movies on them. Just because
No,
I
but
can't see them.
I did anticipate this question, so I made a mind note. So I know.
Jonathan, can you sing us the Land of the Lost opening theme song?
I just know Land of the Lost.
I don't think that's right.
No, it's not.
But that, like the one they did in the 90s, it is.
Oh, well, that doesn't count. That's
the
bullshit.
one I saw because.
Come on, Jamie, let's do it.
kid
Ready?
in the 90s.
Marshall, Will, and Holly.
Oh, I forgot.
Oh my God.
I knew he
I'm
wasn't
not singing
right,
alone. I'm not singing alone.
though. I forgot.
I can do it, but I'm not singing alone. All right. Pens down. We're going to go to Jamie last because she's overconfident in this. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to Jonathan last. Stone, what do we have?
Nothing.
Nothing. Stone drops to 2,800. Dan.
As much as I love this movie, and I couldn't think of it,
That's the movie with the basketball and the actor with the big bee-stung head. That's a different movie. So that brings you down to 800, sir. Jamie?
Graham.
Graham is very correct. You'd only bid 100, so that brings you to 2,300. You're now within 500 of retaking from Stone. And Jonathan.
Ambiguous last name.
Ambiguous last name is incorrect. That will cost you 300, sir, which unfortunately is everything you have. So,
wow. That seems a bit aggressive.
You are a loser, but you have an opportunity here to regain your status if you'd like to negotiate with one of the other contestants.
Do I have to do it now?
Do you have to do it now? You just want to avoid all the questions.
Yeah,
that's
I want to
not
avoid
strategy.
the rest
That's
of
just
Hereditary.
cheating.
No, it's not. I just want to get to that last one because Hereditary blows.
That wasn't even me.
No, it wasn't, was it?
I don't know. What do you guys say? It's a democracy here. Do we let him wait till later to borrow money and avoid?
I just need one hundo.
Who are you asking?
I'm asking all three of you.
Doesn't matter to me.
There's no way I can win it, right?
I would if I was in the lead.
Stone?
Stone.
You
buddy.
decide.
Are
we
you?
going to make...
What am I supposed to say?
Say, I'll give you 100, but you got to give me 3.
But he doesn't want... No, that's not what Jonathan wants, though.
Okay.
No.
Jonathan wants to not have to answer the next 5 questions and then get to play the final round.
Yep.
Let's see.
There's no way I can win. I will. If you give Stone, if you give me 100 at the last question, I will donate 6-fold back to you on the last question.
Well, keep this in mind, guys. If you do play that and we decide that's allowable, if he gets 6 questions right, you add that to your total for 100.
Yep. So anything I get right, which is not,
hypothetically, any of you
which
could
is
give
not
him
a
this
good-
100. So it doesn't have to be Stone. It could be any of you.
We'll come.
Where am I at?
We'll come back to it because whoever's in the lead at the end is who's going to be most likely to help me out.
All right. Fair enough.
Got it.
It's going to be Jamie.
Orc says this is like a shitty car dealership. And Jess says, just got back to loser on screen.
That was me.
All right. So question number 5. How much do we want to bid? 200 for Jamie. Jonathan, you don't have anything.
Well, I got to be bold.
Gentlemen, 5 and 1. All right. And to deliver this question, we have a recent guest of the show that was very, very, very popular.
Hello, audience, contestants, ghoulish beings from another world. In Hereditary, what is the family dog's name? Don't keep them waiting. And happy Halloween.
Thank you to Ivatres for stepping in with the question and the wonderful
like
corner
her.
host acting.
I like her a lot. A lot.
So we got 30 seconds on the clock.
I'm just guessing.
I'll just note that Dan is looking straight into the camera.
Yeah, I don't feel they named the dog, did they?
I don't even remember there being a dog.
I remember the dog, but
Me neither.
they probably said the name one time.
All right, pens down. Well, let's start from the bottom here. Dan, what did you get?
I just have Spot.
Spot, unfortunately, is not the name of the
Yeah.
dog. Stone? Odie. We just had this conversation about what the hell kind of dog Odie is.
Cocker Spaniel.
You keep saying that. I think there's no evidence of it.
It is. He's a Cocker Spaniel.
He is a
Cocker
I
Spaniel
remember
looks
from
like
being
that.
a kid.
Well, the movie
He is a yellow dog.
He is a Cocker Spaniel.
Jamie, what is the answer you wrote on that piece of paper?
I wrote Rex.
Rex is not correct. Well,
I hope you got the answer. I have it. It's Max. The dog name is Max.
I love her. I love her, and I want to be on with her, please.
I don't have an objection to that. She has said she wants to come back, so we'll work on that.
Well, her and I are going to get along like peaches and cream, I think.
So right now,
I'm mad I said Rex and not Max.
the score is Stone in the lead at 2,700, Jamie at 2,100, and Dan at 300. So it is go time, Dan.
Yep.
Question 6. What are we bidding?
Well, I have no choice now.
He's putting it all on the line. 200 to Jamie, 100 to Stone. Inside a box marked Mom's Things, Annie finds her mother's spell book. What is it titled? Spoilers, by the way, for Hereditary.
Damn, Al's going all out in the chat there.
Is he talking about Suspiria 2018?
He is talking about Suspiria 2018.
It was a
He's
random
always
guess.
talking about that movie. It's a good one. What was the question again? Because talking about Al and Suspiria made me forget.
Inside a box marked Mom's Things, Annie finds her mother's spell book. What is it titled?
I don't know.
Book O spells.
Lucky Charms.
How to prepare humans.
To serve man.
How to serve man. That's how it was.
Serve man.
Stone, what do we have scribbled on that page?
I have nothing, sir. Sorry.
You are at 2,600. Dan?
I couldn't. Book of Payment. That's all I could think of.
Payment. Sir, hold that thought. You are at 0 monies.
Okay.
Jamie?
I wrote Payment.
Sometimes you do have to pay the man, but no, that's not the answer.
Darn it.
You are at 1,900. Now,
spells.
Dan, you are, unfortunately, sir, at this point.
Thanks.
But you do have the opportunity to change your status if you'd like to make a deal with one of the other contestants. So plead your case.
Well, I'm not in a good negotiation spot, so whatever you want, I'll give it to you.
There's only one question left in the game, so at this point, you're looking at 200 to play the next 2 rounds, no matter what.
Okay.
So, do you think one of the 2 other contestants would be willing to loan you $200 at their terms? Let's find out.
What am I at? I'm at.
You're at 1,900. Stone is at 2,600.
Oh,
There
I
are
thought
12.
it was at 2,100.
You were, and then you just did get that question at 200.
Oh, that's right. Payment.
What was the answer?
Oh, sorry. The answer was Invocations.
No, I thought it was
Should've
more
known that.
complicated. Yeah.
Should've known that.
So there's the final question of this category, and then there is Final Chase, which you have to have $100 on the book to play. There's 12 possible answers to that final question. So does Stone or Jamie, do you want to loan Dan $200 with terms?
He hasn't asked.
I will offer up anything because I am out of this one.
But if he loses the money, I'm out the money too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, but you can collect whatever he makes off the final question for as little as $200 too. Think about that.
True.
Yeah, I'll offer up everything for $100 on that last question. You can have anything I get.
The King of Wall Street over there wants to offer you nothing in exchange for nothing.
Same.
He's going to make a very similar offer next in one question. So, Stone, Jamie.
Can we wait till the final round?
I guess that's probably what they're thinking, is if they're going to give Jonathan the ability to just skip a question. All right, then, the two of you, what do you want to bid?
I'm going to have to go 200.
200 and 100 going in.
Yes.
What are the final spoken words in the film Hereditary? I'm looking for the final 2 words in particular.
Damn pole.
Get these ants out of my eye.
It's okay.
Remember when, it wasn't okay to decapitate a child on screen and linger on the shot of her decapitated head on the road? Remember those days?
I love the meme. It's like, it shows the girl, it shows Charlie. It says me. Then the telephone pole says Monday.
Well, that's what the meme is. 2019 and you regular, and then her regular, and then
2020.
Yeah. Yikes! I say 2020 and I cough. It's not a good omen either.
Her head was in good shape for being like snatched off by a telephone pole. By the way, I want to point that out. It was still very,
Is that
round.
a complaint?
I'm just saying, like, it was very intact for being violently ripped from her body.
I'm sorry, it wasn't cleanly severed with giant pair of scissors. All right, pens down. Stone, lead us off here, sir. What are the final spoken words in the movie Hereditary?
The end.
So you end the regular 3 rounds at 2,500s, having lost that final question. Jamie.
I have Hail King Payman or Hail Payman.
The second is the correct answer, which brings you to 2,100. So there is 400 points separating you from Stone going into the final chase. Before we get to the final chase, Dan, Jonathan, plead your cases if you want to play.
If you want to gamble on me, you can have whatever you want.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm essentially playing for you guys, I guess.
One hundo gets you whatever I got.
I'll give you 100 each.
Oh, hey, that's not a bad hit. Like,
Jamie,
wow.
is there a
I'm
counter
impressed.
offer? Is there a counter offer?
No, I'm impressed. I think that's very chivalrous and I like it.
All right.
Okay.
So 100 to Jonathan and Daniel. And what is your terms, though?
He gets whatever I get on mine.
Oh, if they win, I get it.
There you go.
Okay. Jamie, I have bad news for how this is going to go for you.
I know.
Jamie,
It's called gambling.
hedge the same bet, Jamie.
What do you mean? Give you guys each 100?
Yeah, we'll do 200 each on it.
Yeah. No,
That's
if,
that way
if they
where-
get
you can,
it,
but
they
then
keep
it-
100. I get the other 100.
Yeah, see, I don't know if that works that way because
No,
then
it can't work that way.
Okay.
yeah.
I mean, is that the deal? Is that you guys are going to end up giving Stone? Is that it?
Yeah, this is a personal. This is
That
a
cool?
personal victory for me.
If you guys
Yeah.
okay.
Listen, I am not the federal government. I do not audit the transaction. I am a libertarian. I don't care. I'm not even going to pave your roads, and your sidewalks are going to go to shit because I don't care. All right. So, of course, we come to the portion of the show where there is a single question with multiple answers. There are 12 possible answers to this question, and each one of them is worth $100.
Let's see.
Name all of the American characters in John Carpenter's The Thing.
Pay attention to shit like that.
Character names, people's faces. I don't care about any of that.
Hey Stone, sorry about that $100 you loaned me.
Yeah.
think this was the case where the lender should have taken the bull by the horns, really. And I did say American, so you can't just say Norwegian #1, Norwegian #2, Norwegian with gun.
Kurt Russell.
And the dogs were not American.
Did they bark with an accent? Didn't think so.
Lee Bark. Lee Bark.
I feel ashamed.
Yeah.
I know them too.
And yes, people in the chat, if you were doing your basic math, I did cut the last segment short because we were coming down to the point where there were contestants. But Jonathan did something similar last time, so I don't feel like I'm so much out on a wire on this one.
I bailed last time is what happened.
Another 30 seconds. Did you write that song, Jonathan?
It's Mario.
Okay. And last 10.
Who's the most confident on this one? Because it's not me.
I got 4 names, but I don't know.
All right.
She won.
Well, I wouldn't say that's probably true. But let's start with Jamie. Jamie, what do you have there?
I've got Blair, O'Grady, Windows, and Doc.
I'm going to give you Blair and Windows because they're absolutely true. O'Grady is simply not a character in the thing.
Darn.
And there's a character that is a doctor, but he has a name. So
yeah,
you did add 200 to your score, which brings your final total today to 2,300. Stone.
I couldn't come up with one.
So your final total by yourself today is 2,500, which means you have won the game. Congratulations.
Regardless, yeah.
But before we get there, Dan, hit us with your list.
I was having trouble, so I just had actor names. So, yeah.
So the score remains 2,500 for Stone, 2,300 for Jamie. That is a really close game. For the record, McCready, Blair.
Hang on, wait, isn't Childs somebody in the
Child? God damn it.
I had that, so he gets 2,600.
She got shot. Damn.
2,600. McCready, Blair, Knowles, Palmer, Childs, Copper, Norris, Bennings, Gary, Fuchs, and Windows.
like how Gary doesn't get a last name.
Oh, Grady, I meant McCready. See?
Cool.
I knew.
At least I'm not in debt.
Greedy.
That is true. You're not in debt. However, a loser, sir.
Well, Stone, you hung in on one.
Yeah.
Yay!
I actually did it.
Stone.
Finally.
Mr. Stone is the winner for the evening. Don't let anyone ever tell you that a misspent childhood would never lead up to anything.
Yeah.
So, guys, thank you so much for everyone who participated tonight. Did you like having single movies, or do you want to go back to the format of multiple films?
I actually really liked it this way.
I liked it as well. I made the mistake on Exorcist and stuff, memorizing the like the behind the scenes stuff. So I kind of spent my time unwisely. The curses and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Woody. 6868. I'm not familiar with you, sir or madam.
That's my
if
husband.
You do... Oh, well then that's definitely a sir. You could have always subscribed to my channel just to boost my numbers, even though it's the same household.
I actually think he is subscribed.
Well, do you have at least one kid, so
He's probably
Get on that.
subscribed too, but I don't know for sure.
Excellent.
He doesn't like to play my games.
I don't usually like to play games either, but this is a different thing. So, guys, on Thursday of this week, there is a little show on another channel called Region Free that will be enjoying its second episode.
Nice.
It is mandatory viewing. There will be a test afterwards, so you need to show up and watch. I hope all of you do go over to the Region Free channel and subscribe if you're not already. And of course, this episode will go out live in its entirety. But after that, it will go into the Patreon archives with individual topics separately. So you want to catch this live, or you want to head on over to Patreon and help out them. I don't see any money from that personally, and I'm not hawking it for any other reason than there's great things in the future that are going to require a little bit of money, and we just want to make sure that we're giving you the best possible product for what is really becoming a more complex show.
Absolutely.
Then on Saturday at 2 p.m. for the matinee on this channel, and Davila Cardinal will be here to talk about her writing career. One of the most prominent Spanish-American horror voices out there, and just a fascinating writer who has a style as individualistic as anyone on the market. That's going to be exciting and a little bit challenging for me. I don't get nervous with a lot of people. I think I would be nervous with her. And then on Monday, the 26th, my final scheduled show of the month, we will have author Rick Reed, who was instrumental during the early days of the 1990s with the Del Abyss line, who has had a stellar and winding career and has been one of the easiest guests to book once I was able to figure out how to actually reach out to him. There's also the remainder of the Halloween autopsies. We do have the 6th autopsy that will be premiering next, I believe, right? The 5th hasn't premiered yet, right? What's today, the 19th? No. So on Wednesday, you'll be seeing H2O, and we'll go from there. One by one, I want to go through you and ask how we can stay in touch with each of you. Let's start with Mr. Jonathan.
You can find me at Bombastic Reviews here on YouTube and the SmoresAndDoorsPodcast.com. A lot of great stuff coming up there. We got Anton Lee, the director of Followed, which made some headlines earlier this year for being the #1 film in America during the height of COVID. So that's coming up on the podcast. And we have a super show coming up on Sunday at 7 o'clock Central Time. We're watching Trick or Treat. So a bunch of people are going to be there.
Wait, which Trick or Treat?
Not the Aussie one.
Or the 81 pseudo slasher?
No, we're watching the one that other people know.
And the good one. So one other thing, Jonathan, if you had to give one suggestion for an offbeat title for people to watch on Halloween night, what would you suggest for them?
Ooh, that's rough. Ernest Scared Stupid.
That's pretty offbeat. Our winner tonight, Stone. How can people stay abreast of everything you've got going on in life?
Yes.
Well, there you go.
Just basically Twitter Stone Gasman. That's pretty much where I'm usually at. The only place I'm at.
Jamie, can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you say the Stone Gasman line for him live?
Yeah. Holy crap! I gotta remember this.
This is my happening, and it freaks me out.
It's a stone gas, man.
Yes.
Dan, how can people keep up with everything in your realm?
Well, here on YouTube, we're Flesh Wound Features. We have done at least one, if not up to 3 shows a day here in October, so no life, very busy. We are on pretty much everything now. Twitter, it's either Flesh Wound Features or Flesh Wound Radio. And yeah, we also have a really extensive Friday the 13th show up right now where one of our hosts threatened to kill me over my opinion of a movie. So yeah, check that out.
Which film?
Oh, well, so he is a deathmatch wrestler, and now I have to fight him on Patreon or something now is what he's saying. It is Never Hike Alone. I thought it was a bit overrated, and I know that everyone hates me for that, but yeah. So, yeah, if you want to see him kick my ass at some point, it'll be up there too. So there you go.
Fair enough. Jamie, where can people watch you operate an all-terrain 4-wheel drive vehicle?
My channel is just getting started, guys. So go over to my channel, Jamie's Heart, and subscribe because I'm gonna get things going on there right quick now. So go over there, and also on Twitter at Jamie Kisses. That's where you can find me. So if you guys want to talk movies, come on over there or come to my YouTube, and I'm going to be doing live streams. I might even do one later tonight.
How excellent is that? So a lot of great content providers right here on this show, people that you can check out. It's part of a larger community, which is something I'm proud to see really expanding and growing. And the personality is really coming to the forefront because that's what matters. We don't have conventions right now, but we have each other. Let's listen to each other's advice. Let's watch the films that the other person has seen and we haven't. Let's talk, let's argue. Let's not have that many death matches, but let's make sure that we're keeping each other tight and sane in a year that would probably be best just scrubbed from the history books.
Yes.
Any final words, guys?
Well, thank you for having me on. I've been watching you guys a long time, and it's been an honor.
It's been great having you.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, Lauren. I appreciate it.
Thanks
Anytime.
for always having me on.
I don't always have you on.
Well, I've been on every one of the quiz shows. So.
There you go. Stone?
Yes.
It's like the end of Blair Witch.
What's up?
Any final words?
What happened?
Those are the final words.
This has been awesome. It's been a lot of fun. Yeah.
All right. Have a great one, guys. Have a great rest of your night and enjoy the rest of the Halloween season if I don't speak to any of you before then.
After looking through his crude microscope, he made drawings of the microorganisms he saw.
Diddle-dum-dum, diddle-dum-dum, diddle-dum-dum. There was a turtle by the name of Bert.
A flood tide of filth is engulfing our country in the form of newsstand obscenity.